Whether it's learning about earnings estimates, exploring the Zacks rank, or adding to your financial toolkit, get the education and resources to help you become a more successful investor here on Investing the Zacks Way. Well, this is the fourth and final installment in a series of segments on how the Zacks rank works well with the four main investing styles. Our editor-at-large, Steve Reitmeister, is joined this time around by Tracey Ryniec. You know Tracey. She's been here before. She's our value stock analyst for Zacks.com. I want to welcome both of you, especially you, to this segment.
Especially her. What am I, chopped liver?
No, but you're here all the time.
Right.
That's, you know, everybody, this is your segment. Everybody expects to see you here.
Our special guest.
Special guest, that's right. And so we're going to start with you.
Okay.
Because you're the special guest. If you could do me a favor and just tell us how you would characterize value investing from all of the other styles that we feature on Zacks.com.
Well, value investing is really the contrarian investing style, and it's buying stocks or sectors that have been kind of beaten down and that are out of favor and then waiting for them to bounce back. And it has no market cap requirements. It could be small cap, medium cap, or big cap. And sometimes it pays dividends, sometimes it doesn't. But the key ingredient is that it's basically out of favor with the broader market.
So Steve feels that it's the only type of investing.
Right. I'm a little biased in that regard.
You've said many times here, and you know, my mind is like a steel trap, that this is your type of investing.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, you know, value investing, what we're trying to say is, you know, buying stocks that are out of favor, meaning where its current price is lower than its fair value. And that's the essence of value investing. And if you really think about it, why would you want to do any other kind of investing? It's like saying, you know, I want to go and buy a $1,000 TV. Let me pay $1,200 for that TV. Does that make any sense? No, I want to pay $800 for that TV or $500 for that TV and know that I could turn it around and sell it for $1,000. And that's the same concept with value investing. We're trying to find something that has, here again, its fair value is higher than what I can pay for it. And so the reason why the Zacks ranks work so well with that, we keep saying the Zacks rank is based on earnings estimates. And an earnings estimate is what fuels or is the main input into fair valuation models. If the earnings estimates go up, the fair value for a stock is naturally going to go up. If the estimates come down, the fair value comes down. So therefore, earnings estimates are a leading indicator of where the fair value for a stock will be. Earnings estimates go up, fair value goes up, which is higher than the current price of the stock, is the perfect blend for the value investor to work, you know, with the Zacks rank.
Okay, so Tracey, why should or what should investors look for when selecting these best value stocks?
Well, as Steve just mentioned, we do look for Zacks #1 rank first off, and then we look for, well, obviously estimates would be rising, and then we looked for earnings surprises actually, because that's another good indicator, and then we go by the common value ways that you look for value stocks, which is the price to earnings, a low price to earnings ratio. And then you can also look at low price to book ratios or price to sales, depending on which one you want. But a lot of the value investors look at price to earnings. And then you might also look at the return on equity, the ROE, but the price to earnings is the key indicator. All
right, and now that she's told us how to find them, how do we sell them? How do we know when to sell them?
Yeah, so here we're saying two ways to get in, right? You know, the Zacks rank is in your favor, so Zacks rank of 1, and then the value criteria, it's saying that the stocks are undervalued. So two ways to get in, you only need one way to get out. What I'm saying is, if either thing fails, if the Zacks rank starts falling into the sell territory, then that would be one indication. And then if the stock no longer is a discount, in other words, if it does rise in price and we get, you know, the appreciation we're looking for, and it starts to press not just to fair value, but perhaps beyond fair value, that would be another way to sell. So here again, just to simplify, Zacks rank falls to 4 or 5, we're out, okay? Or if let's just say you bought the stock at 20, you thought it was worth 30. As it starts to get towards 30, you're going to want to sell. Now, here's what happens. This is what I think a lot of value players get caught in, is they say, I'm not going to sell until it gets to 30, okay? So now the stock is at 28 or 29. You're only about 5–10% away from that fair value you had. Do you really want to hold on for that extra 5–10%, or is there another value stock that might rise 30, 40, 50% in price, and you'd rather move your money towards that? So here again, as my dad always used to say, no one got poor selling a stock for a profit. So if you bought it at 20, you sell at 28, you don't have to wait for 30, and now let's find another stock to buy at 20 and ride it up to 28. And those are your signals of when to get out.
Yeah, that's sage advice. You can't beat it.
Yeah.
It holds up over time, doesn't it? Free resources on Zacks.com to help value investors be successful.
Yeah, we actually have a lot of good resources for value investors on the website. The first one I would look at is the Zacks Rank buy articles that are on the homepage. We do a value stock every day, and that's a good resource to just go and kind of because I do the work for everybody.
Right.
And then the second thing I would look at is the Profit from the Pros. We have that also where you can sign up and get emails that also include value stocks. And then we also have a good education homepage that has a lot of good articles on value investing, and we have a free value investing guide that you can download and read online or download.
Right.
Then we also have a lot of great screening that you can do to find the value stocks. We have a predefined screen that already has the value parameters in there, so you just plug that in and run that screen. And then if you don't like that and you want to go a little more custom, you can do the free custom screener that also has all the parameters. You can put in anything you want, and that's a really good resource. We also have, actually, you can sign up to do Portfolio Tracker as well, where you can put in the stocks and it'll show you, give you updates on earnings estimates so you can see when the earnings estimates are declining.
Cool. Steve, what about the paid resources?
Yeah, building on top of what she's saying, a lot of great free stuff. And so on the how to find them category, using the screener, here again, a lot of good things you can do for free, but here again, using the element of the Zacks rank and trying to find those Zacks and one ranked stocks, that's something you can only do as a premium member. And also we have these predefined screens called profit tracks where we've blended a number of elements, the Zacks rank and other value elements. And so there's a couple value screens in there, including one which is based upon the PEG ratio, which is one of my more favored ways of finding value stocks. And then as far as the portfolio tracker, here again, the free version tracks the earnings estimates, but it can be a little tricky on how to interpret those sometimes. The Zacks rank simplifies that process, so you can only get the Zacks rank in the premium portfolio tracker. And then we do have a trading service called Zacks Value Trader. Actually, sorry, Value Trader 2. Because the first one was so popular, we had to close the doors on to new subscribers. So we just launched its sequel service, which is blending the Zacks rank and other value criteria, and handpicked by Tracey here. And it's just had phenomenal performance. It's the previous service. We're expecting more of the same for the new service. So that's Zacks Value Trader 2.
All right. Thanks to both of you for being here once again. And we encourage you to check out all of those resources. All you need to do is go to Zacks.com and follow the links, and they'll take you right to them. And so that's how the Zacks rank and earnings estimates improve investor success when it comes to value stock picking. As you continue learning about investing the Zacks way. With Steve and Tracey, I'm Terry Ruffalo.